travelers, this is going to be your Aries Sun, Moon, and Rising video for March 2023. I do have my website up and running. The web address is right there. I can't ever point to it. HiddenLotusTarot.com. I had some trouble with my booking form, but I got it all fixed. So if you would like to buy a reading from me, you can do so by going to that web address right there and clicking up and doing whatever it says to buy a reading. If you have any questions, you can always email me first at HiddenLotusTarot@gmail.com about anything. So I have with me today the Radiant White deck. I'm going to be using the Kippers for clarification should I need. And we'll be wrapping the reading up with a Psychic Oracle Tarot. So let me get started. Hopefully you can see the cards pretty well. Everything is in order. I've already done some premeditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph. I think that March is going to be really pivotal for everybody. So we will see what's going on. I'm going to give it another rifle and shuffle before I deal the cards. I always like to have you see me deal the cards. Oh well, that card fell out. Five of Wands. I don't think I have enough light. So let's go ahead and just 9 cards. The World card. The King of Cups. The Ten of Swords. I'm going to turn on some more lights in here. It's been gloomy around here for the past week. The Three of Cups. The Seven of Wands. The Death card. The Queen of Coins. And then the Knight of Wands. That's interesting. What is over the whole reading? The energy over the whole reading. It's a Hermit. I'm going to turn some more lights on so we can possibly get a better look at the cards. Maybe that will help a little bit. Okay. So what do I have? I have 2 major arcana cards in the spread proper. I have 3 wands, 2 cups, a sword, and a pentacle. Cards are read past, present, future, past, present, future, and the interplay of the cards. I don't have any repeater numbers, so that's always important. So, excuse me, I want to start in the center because everything else is happening around this Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups, it's a 3. So it says that maybe possibly there are 3 people involved in a situation, and that there will be postponements and delays before future successes can be realized. But basically, Three of Cups is a card that speaks about a universal kind of celebration. So you can say a baby shower, a bridal shower, a stag party, a graduation, some kind of party where that's celebration that is universal. It's celebrated by people all over the world. Everybody knows what it is. And that's pretty much it. And because it's a cup, it tells about how you feel about the situation. So there seems to be something joyous and celebratory about the whatever the situation is at the heart of the reading. So on the top, across this way, the Five of Wands. 5s are numbers of ups and downs, back and forth. It's a terse kind of energy, a lot of tension involved. And so in the card itself, it says maybe kids are playing, but I never see that. I look at it like it's a bunch of people perhaps arguing or fighting, trying to get their last word in or their only word in. They're beating each other over the head. So it deals with power plays, perhaps. But it can also represent mind games. You know how somebody is beating you over the head and saying one thing and doing another? They can be saying one thing and doing another, or doing one thing and saying another. So that I think there's a bit of that going on. Next to it, we have the World card. And the World card is about graduation. It can literally mean a graduation to the next level. Say something like you're leaving one cycle behind and you're going to another. So that could be what the Three of Cups can represent. Maybe there's an actual graduation. It also deals with sometimes travel, maybe world travel. But card basically says you are protected at the time when you have to stop before you step out and move on to the next thing. You should stop and think about everywhere you've been, everything that's happened to you. Realize your part in the situations. But before you step out, you have to look back and think things through to see where you've been and where you're headed. Now, I don't know if it's connected to this King of Cups right now. I say it is, but King of Cups is a water sign male, so he would be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or Pisces. As a profession, he would be somebody who is like a counselor, a lawyer, maybe a psychiatrist or a psychologist. He is someone you can tell your problems to. It's going to be sympathetic. But he may have issues with drinking. So if you're going to a party, look out for this guy. I don't feel that sometimes when I do readings, even as if you're a female, you can hold male energy. You can be like a King of Cups. And so I would normally say that it could even be you, but it doesn't feel like you. It actually feels like male energy. The second line, the 10 of Swords. It's a 10, which means, again, a cycle is coming to an end. But the 10 of Swords says that the crisis point has been reached. It can't get any worse than it is. This may be about somebody saying something bad about you, or somebody having ambushed you, or you can just be really tired, feeling like somebody stabbed you in the back. Sometimes I see this card saying that there might be a lot of tension from the fights and everything going on, and so this could be pain in the back, lower back, neck, head, from too much tension and stress. But I call that card the overkill card because it only takes one sword, well-placed sword, to kill somebody, but this is 10. It even has connotation of traveling over water, by water, near water, around water, because we have the water in the background right there. It's also known as the darkest before the dawn. So this could indicate some kind of long distance travel. But it's telling you that it's the darkest before the dawn. At a 10, it's supposed to change straight away into an ace, or it may go back. Usually when a 10 shows up, it goes to the ace. Some new cycle is the beginning. The 7 of Wands. It's a 7. Again, there's a caution here coming from the reading to think before you act, because 7s are a moment for you to stop, pause, and reflect again on where you've been and what you're going to do next. And I always look at this card. You picked up 2 wands right here, from 5 to 7. So something has changed or will change. And the 7 of Wands is a card that says you have great determination, the character, and the focus to do whatever you're trying to do. If you look, you're standing on top of the hill, and all these other wands are coming up at you. So it implies to me that maybe you had to get up suddenly and do something, take on more projects. You even have 2 different shoes on your feet. And that implies to me like you had to do it in a rush. You know? But there you are beating back the other 6 wands. So if this is some kind of legal battle or argument or dispute, you have the present advantage at the time. And then we have the Death card. And signals to me, I have changes in here, you know, a time to watch out for a change before you step forward, a change with a 10, a change saying that you have to watch out, look at where you've been, plot your next move. You have the advantage at the time. But this card signals to me that there really is going to be some kind of change. The Death card doesn't always speak about death. It just means a change. But it's going to be a major change. A big change. Maybe one that you hadn't planned for. And maybe these cards are telling you all the signs are there. It's telling you to prepare. If you look in the back of this card, you see the tower, 2 towers with the sun. Again, the message is the darkest before the dawn. And you can't change it. You can't stop death, no matter how hard you try. The universe does not like either a vacuum, and it doesn't like static. It's always changing, just like the seasons. And here we have the Queen of Coins. Now, this card, this reading is a sun, moon, and rising. So you may be an Aries sun, but you have a earth, moon, or rising sign. It could be you. So she represents Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Usually it's Capricorn. See the goat on her throne there? I'm sorry that this is it's so blurry. There we go. I don't know why it's acting like that. But anyway, as a profession, she is usually someone who works with money. So she can be a banker, a cashier, accountant, stockbroker, a financial advisor. She can even work in an NGO, okay, like a charity or something like that. And there she is sitting with her coin on her lap. So she's concentrating and she's focusing on either what's to be done, because coins represent not just finances, they also represent the doing of something. So she's focused on this one coin. Either she's going to do something with it, or she has to think about what she's going to do with it. And behind her comes the Knight of Wands. Now, when I read cards, I only look at pages and knights as messages. The pages represent a small tentative message, but the knights represent a situation, a situation that is moved along by a message. So a message is coming in. It's coming in hard and fast. I think this has to do with, I want to say Mercury. I don't know. I'm not looking at when Mercury goes retrograde, but I think it's sometime in March. So the message comes in hard and fast, and it's coming in to either help you deal with the change or deal with what you're supposed to do. Okay? It can even be sometimes a person coming back from your past, especially the Knight of Wands. And again, with the overall energy as the Hermit, again there's this message of waiting, contemplation, meditation, maybe even isolation. But it's a chance for you to think deeply. Excuse me, it's a 9. And again, like a 5, like a 7, the 9 wants you to stop and reflect on where you've been and where you're going. So let me look and see if I can pick up any more messages of the 5 of Wands, 10 of Swords, 3 of Cups, and the 7 of Wands as they relate to the World card and the Death card. I can't look at these 3 court cards because they're court cards, and usually they represent people. So remember when I said that there's usually 3 people involved, although I don't usually read this as a person. That not to say that it's not a person coming back. So my books are everywhere. So we'll look at the cards in the order they fell. The 5 of Wands, the 5 of Wands with the Hermit over here. It's a message that tells you you are to be self-reliant rather than depending upon others. It indicates that the issue or situation is your responsibility and it's for you to deal with, sort through, and accomplish. You know, there's a lot of pause and thinking in this spread. So the Ten of Swords with the Hermit is an indication that a great deal of thorough examination and consideration are needed prior to taking on future plans and activities. There is also a need for deep thought and contemplation, and is a message to consider all future activities before taking any action. That's what I said. And I would take it that this is either to do with a new job or some finances. But definitely something that you're focused on doing. Let's look at the Three of Cups. Listen. The Three of Cups next to the Death card indicates the ending of things with a new beginning to start. It tells of a complete change in lifestyle and or career, which will bring new people, situations, and circumstances into your life. It tells of starting over in a positive and beneficial way. Placed next to the Death card, Three of Cups may indicate a change of lifestyle and or work or career with new faces and new places ahead. So some kind of news is coming in that's going to change everything. The Seven of Wands. With the Death card is implying that you may be going about things the incorrect way. Look to changing the way things are done and rethink your options and plans. I think that's a definite warning that you are to think carefully before you do anything. I would say in this environment, everything is in flux. It doesn't mean you can't do anything. You just have to be really smart about doing it. It may be about, I don't want to say sacrificing some things, but you may have to choose what's more important than you. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Some things will not become, that are not, will lessen in importance to you. I think that's what I'm trying to say. And I don't feel that this is a breakup. But if there's a relationship issue, I do feel that at some point you may hear from this King of Cups again, and maybe that's what you're waiting on. What he has to say will decide what you will do. But I really think it's going to be, because I have two horses hemming you in. You feel like you want to move, but you can't. So here I have 3 cards of movement. Even with this saying perhaps a long journey or trip. Horses always imply movement to me. So I feel you want to move, but right now perhaps it's not a good time. You must think things over more thoroughly. Understand that whatever the problem is, it's yours responsibility and for you to solve and then make a decision. You will know, I think, when time is right. I don't have to pull any Kipper cards on this. Number 6, Harmony, the Lover's card. I don't rule out that it's a relationship issue, but either way it goes, it's asking you to please take time to think carefully. This card signifies the possibility that a deeper spiritual initiation, partnership, or union is taking place at this time or is manifesting in the future. This doesn't always necessarily represent a love affair of the heart, but could signify other forms of relationships in your life, whether they're personal or business related. Remember, not all partnerships have to be one-to-one. They can be forged. Excuse me. Yes, Hannah.
Hey, I'm leaving the station right now.
Okay. 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 Bye.
Alright.
They can be forged with a group, an organization, a pet, or even an incident or situation. The Harmony card is calling to let you know that it's time for you to make choices in certain relationships. The bonds you form with others are really about you, even in the most difficult situations. They're meant to be mirrors for you, always reflecting back what you need to see. Ask yourself, what am I learning from this relationship? What new qualities am I developing? Is this partnership for my highest good? How can I make it stronger? Are we teaching each other? What have I discovered or am still discovering about myself through the union? Are the people in my life empowering and encouraging me to be all that I can? Within every relationship, there is an encoded lesson that you hopefully have gleaned, or in some cases, one that you still need to learn. And that's what I have for you. Good luck.